Hello, in this video we're going to cover the basics of a budget. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to use it according to the budget worksheet that I have in the classroom. But if you don't want to use this one, you don't have to. But there are a couple characteristics of a budget that everybody needs to know and we all need to implement in our daily lives. Okay, so let's get started. If you are using this budget sheet that I have presented, here's how I would do this one. First of all, you got to put your name on it. This way you get credit for it. Now, if you choose to use a separate one or you choose to keep your budget in a different manner, there's nothing wrong with that, but you will have to turn it in as an assignment. Okay, so put your name on it. That way you get credit. Income. You want to list what your income is. And there's a couple different spots here. If you've got more than one income, that's fine. Okay, so for my income, let's say that it is heritage, okay? All right, and let's say that my income from heritage, let's keep it really nice and even numbers. Let's say that I got paid $200 from heritage, okay? 200 bucks. Okay, so notice how this one auto-populated. This is the total. So if you have another one, go ahead and list another one. The question is, how often should you do a budget? You should do a budget every time you get paid. So most people, that's every 2 weeks. You're just going to do a budget, the same type of thing, every 2 weeks. Other people, you get paid once a week. So then do your budget once a week. Some people get paid once a month. Then just do your budget once a month. That's fine. All right. So we've got that part done. I do firmly believe that you need to be giving 10% of your income to charity. And you get to choose whatever charity you want to use. Okay. Maybe you want to do a Pause de Cristo. I've been there before. That's a good charity. I'm going to give 10%. That's $20. Okay. And what you'll notice here is as you type this in toward the bottom here, it's going to tell you how much you have left to budget. So this is a key characteristic with all budgets. You need to make sure that you assign every single dollar a place to go. Okay, and even if that place to go is you're trying to save it for something else, that's fine. But we want to make sure that all of our dollars have an assignment. And this stops us from spending to say, oh, yeah, no problem. I got tons of money. I'll go out and buy a new phone or I'll buy a new car. Let's really see where your money is going right here. And you get to dictate. This is your budget. This is your plan on how you want to spend your money. Okay, so when it's down here in the red, that means you do not have a zeroed out budget. That means you need to get in there and change something so that you have a zeroed out budget, meaning all of your money has an assignment. Okay. So there we go. I decided to give 10% to Pause de Cristo. Retirement, that should be 10%, and that should go into our S&P 500. We've talked about that before. This is the place to put your money, and you just let it grow. So I'm going to transfer that $20 to my account to invest the money in the S&P 500, okay? It needs to be in a separate account. This cannot be with your normal checking account. What's going to happen is we'll spend it. If it's mixed in with all of our other money, we're going to end up spending it, and then we don't have money for retirement. So we really need to make it that a conscious effort to put the money aside. Okay, so 10% aside there. Emergency savings. Okay, this needs to be 3 to 6 months of your income. Until you get that built up, we should be putting aside 30% to the emergency savings. Okay, 30% of that. So I'm going to say that I don't have mine funded right now. So I put in $60. And you notice, again, if we scroll down here toward the bottom, it tells me I have $100 left to budget. And that's all the money I have. I can't spend more than that. And again, with your emergency savings, that should be in a separate account. It should not be commingled with your normal checking account, okay? If you want to have it in an envelope, you know I'm very, very big on envelopes. That's fine until you get some money in there. Once you get a couple $100 in there, then you don't want to keep it in an envelope. Let's put it in the bank. Let's just open a separate savings account. I have a completely separate account that I keep all of my emergency savings in. Okay, and then on this one, for the rest of this, it's completely up to you. I have a couple ideas here. Food, maybe you want to budget a little bit of money for fast food. Maybe you need to budget some money for a car payment. If you don't have a car payment, then just delete this one. You're not going to do it. You don't need that one. But I do need some money for gas. Now, I drive a Prius, so I need very little money for gas. So probably $25 is more than enough for gas. Maybe even a little less than that. And let's say a cell phone is $40 a month. And you're just going to fill this out, all of these, until you have no money left here. Now, it still says I have $35 that I need to budget. So, okay, so where else am I going to put the other money? And you just keep going through this. Maybe I need a haircut this week. Personal grooming, that's going to cost me 25 bucks maybe. And you keep doing all this until you don't have any money left. Let's say I go through this and I really don't have any more expenses and I've got $10 left. Where am I going to put that $10? Well, if you don't know where else you're going to put it and you don't have your emergency fund fully funded, I would say put it in your emergency fund. I'll just do this one at $70. There you go, at $70. Notice how this turns green on this particular spreadsheet. And that means that you have a perfectly balanced budget. So when you turn it into me, that's what I'm looking for, is a perfectly balanced budget, meaning you have an assignment for all of your income. So get in there and just play around with this a little bit. This is your plan. So this is what you want to spend money on, not what I want you to spend money on, but what is your plan? Okay, so try this out. If you have questions, please let me know.